Aloha and welcome to a new episode of Transformational Thursdays with the Intuitive Coach, aka me, Diana Elena Matei, with Victoria Komayashi, the thought process awesome guru. No, she's not like that, but I do love telling her that sometimes. She is the three principal expert and she absolutely loves what she stands for. So beware. Then we have with us Verna Haywood, which loves calling herself the unstoppable V. And if you want to know more about what makes her unstoppable, check out her podcast, check out her story, connect with her. She's always open and really happy to meet up. And then we have the awesome Diana Boxma, who loves everything mindful. But in this program, she's mainly focusing on teaching you about the microbiome and what kind of impact can have in your life. How can it impact your life? So we are going to have quite a question today. We were really thinking if we want to answer this, but we love a good challenge. So why not? It was asked, we are going to certainly answer it. The question is, I would say my apologies, but you will see why I keep on giggling and laughing while I'm asking the question. Why is everyone so stupid? Literally, before even coming here and having this quick discussion about it, we couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop laughing because I really believe that the first question that somehow we all agreed on prior to even starting this is like, why do you feel everyone is stupid? So I would highly encourage you to journal on that first. Because if there is something I have learned, and yes, I did hear this in some of my one-on-one coaching sessions, but as we worked through the scale of emotions from Abraham Hicks, we realized that it's all about projection. It's about how you feel about it, so you project it onto others. And then, well, you adapt it to your own filters. And the moment you do that, and you feel like someone is not speaking up your truth, oh, well, then they are stupid. Like, my truth is absolute. Your truth, what's that? Is there another truth than mine? So probably have a mirror. I want that right there. Take a mirror and literally take a deep dive within. Like literally look into your eyes and ask yourself, why do you feel this way? And forgive yourself. Start with that. After you find out the answer, perform a forgiveness ritual. Because it is your perspective. It is the reality you have created, that you are surrounded about all these stupid people. But it's your creation. It's your thought process. It's your trapped emotions that bring this out. And remember, your truth is your truth. And that's what creates your reality, your world. And even though I believe that we are all one, I also believe that in this 3D world, physical, material world, we all came here with a purpose, with a mission, for a reason. And each of us may have similar missions, similar purposes, but the journeys are always going to be different. So in what stage are you at in your life that you feel like everyone is stupid? And why do you feel that? Yes, I'm going to keep on ask that question. Why do you feel everyone is stupid? Because that is the main question. There is something that's bugging you deep within. And somehow you use it as an excuse for yourself. Because this anger that you have, it's not towards someone or something. It comes from within, and that's what you're sharing. Because what you have within is what you're sharing with others. And this may come across as sanctimonious or prejudicial, or however you want to take it. It is entirely up to you. It is, however, my own perspective that I'm sharing. Yours could be different. And I respect that. The only thing is that I don't have to agree with it. That's why you have 4 perspectives, and you can have so many more, because every person you're going to ask this question are going to provide another answer for. And I'm actually very curious on your thought process on this one, Vikki.
Yeah, I think that thanks to what you already shared, I think it's so great that it's first have to check within ourselves and see why you are feeling that everyone is so stupid. So I'm sharing my perspective and how 3 principles explain feelings and momentary experiences. And 3P says that everything comes from within. We experience our life from inside out. So it's not the people what give you this feeling that everyone looks so stupid. But it's you created. It's your insecurity, or you believe that you are superior from the others. But it's just our ego or belief system. And I think that many times we all feel the same, that others, especially when you know something or you believe in your life that it's true for you, and others still don't see that or didn't have the experience, and they look stupid. But it's not true for them, like as Dee said. So there is nothing good or bad with others that they don't see your truth. It's just have a meaning that yes, we are not seeing the things differently because we have different thoughts about it. We have our own thoughts about things. We see situations through our own unique way. And there is nothing bad about that. That's the beauty. And instead of seeing people stupid because they are not seeing the same thoughts like you sees, but you can be curious. You can learn from others. You can be curious about their perspective, about their experience, why they don't see, or why they see what they see. So it is just simple curiosity. And instead of be judgmental, just be curious. Instead of you believing that you know better. You know nothing. You just know your own unique thoughts. And 7 billion people know different. So we know very little. We know only our stuff. We have no clue. And still the possibility of infinite, how we can see things. So instead of seeing the differences, the thoughts, see the uniqueness of your thinking and be curious and learn from others. And when you see something new from other people, through other people's experience, they just try to tell you, be open. Other people's stories, other people's explanation can help you see something new, what you never thought about it. And that's how you can grow. That's how you can learn. Even from the most simplest or most stupidest people, you can learn something new. So I hope you will learn from that and you see that. And now I'm curious about Verna, Brazilian guru, how she saw this question.
It's like you both says, when I saw the question, I had to laugh. And I had to ask the question, is that how you see yourself? The person who asked the question. So do you feel stupid? Because as everything else, as it says, it comes from the inside. So are you distracted by something or someone? And is that distraction causing you to feel stupid because you're not investing time in something that you have a project to complete and you can't find the time or whatever it is. So you're thinking, oh gosh, I'm so stupid. So you're projecting that on someone else. So when we're thinking of our resilience and things like that, is we first have to, again, reflect. Where is that coming from? Why do you think that everyone is so stupid? Is it because you're overconfident? Or you're thinking, or sometimes arrogance can cause that as well. You're arrogant or you're ignorant about something. Is that where it's coming from? You have to find the source. What is the source? Where is the source of that coming from? Do you find you lose control? You're lacking control in how you manage things, how you do things. And because of that, you feel, well, oh, people are so stupid. You know? So again, it all stems from within. The thought process, what is causing that? What is causing you to feel that people are so stupid? And how are you going to deal with it? How are you going to handle it? So it begins with you. It begins with us from the inner man. We always have to look within. I know we have our emotions. So our emotions come to deal with the mind, the soul. You know, in therapy, as as I've gone along throughout my career, in looking at how do I work with someone, you have to look at the soul of a person, and you have to look at the soul because it's within the soul from the imagination. So are you imagining that people are stupid because of something you are not being able to deal with, or don't know how to deal with it and need to ask someone a question? How do I cope with this? How do I handle this? And sometimes we feel that asking someone makes us look stupid. So we don't want to ask the question because, oh my gosh, you're going to think I'm stupid. So then we feel everybody else is stupid. So we project. It's a projection. We projecting this on someone or the people. Yes, some people could be in the world. Yes, there are a lot of people in the world who are arrogant. And the arrogance can turn into stupidity. They do stupid things. Or they don't want to make a decision on their own. They want somebody else to make that decision. And when the decision is made for them, then they think, oh, how stupid was that? So you always have to go back to you. Go back to looking at you. What is the reason? Why is this happening? Why do I think people are stupid? You get distracted easily, as I said. So there's a number of reasons why this could be happening. And you have to look within. How are you going to build that resilience of not being stupid? Or how do I take that distractions and make it my power? Make it my power tool. Make it be the thing that is going to power me through that thought of being stupid, or the world seems stupid, or people around me seem stupid. It's all of that reflection. Looking back, looking into your soul, looking into your inner. And when you look into the soul, then you check on the body. What's going on with the body? How is that sensation? How does that feel? Is that fitting or not? It's like you're wearing a clothes. You're wearing clothes and that clothes do not fit. It's too tight. It's bursting at the seam. Are you going to continue wearing it to show your nakedness? No, you're not. So you have to look. You have to scrutinize everything. Ask question. Ask yourself question. And when you can self-examine yourself, then you are able to find the answers, because the answers are all within you. So for the person who asked that question, why are people so stupid? It begins with you. It's like my colleague says, and the intuitive coach, and Victoria, the three principles expert, is thought, mind, and consciousness. For me, it is soul, body, and spirit. Because you want to build that resilience, you need to look at those three core things, those three core principles: the soul, the body, and the spirit. Because that's where I've always worked from. I've always worked from in terms of the work I do, working with people, whether it's that giving them a massage. So when they come and they say, oh, I've done something really stupid. Why do you think that? Why do you feel that? What's causing you to think that way? Then we can start doing it better. Then we can start treating until you find the answer, which is within you. Then you will think everybody is stupid. Yes, people do silly things, and that is because of their own perspective, but not you being judgmental about someone else's thought. So we can only judge others by the way we judge ourselves. And if you're going to do that, then where is it going to get you? It's going to get you nowhere, because of, one, you are distracted, thinking that people are stupid. Two, you are arrogant or ignorant or overconfident about. Nothing wrong with confidence. Oh my gosh, you have confidence. That's really great, because you need confidence in building resilience. You need to have that confidence. But you cannot overreact. And do you lack self-control? Do you lack control? You can't control something, so you can't control maybe your deadline or whatever the case might be. So again, reflection on someone else. But again, you have to look within. So I would suggest that you look within. You look at that mirror. I think one of my colleagues mentioned that. Take that mirror and look in that mirror. What are you seeing? And don't look with this eye. You want to look with the inner eye. The inner eye, because then you can truly see what you need to see and the changes you need to make. And then once you start seeing that, then you will see the people around you is not as stupid as you think. So that's my perspective on how we build our resilience and how you see people and see yourself, because it begins with you. So I'll just pass on to my colleague, Deanna B., who is going to talk to you about how that affects your microbiome.
Thank you, Verna. So, as Vikki, Diana, and Verna already said, this question brings up a lot of thoughts. For me, it brought up mostly questions because I was wondering about a lot of things, but I can't really go into dialogue with the person that came up with the question. So it's just, I wonder what goes on in their mind and what's created that. I got really curious about that. So we're thinking about that. I came to the thought of seeing everyone as being stupid is quite a generalization, considering we have 8 billion people on the globe, and then only one maybe not being stupid probably isn't how it works. And it's also quite a big word, the everyone, because then there would be no exceptions. And that made me feel as if, why do you feel that way? Why everyone? It made me wonder what kind of people you've surrounded yourself with. What's happening in your life? And then from there on, I went to the thought of, well, we can't change others. We can only change ourselves. And with that, what Vikki and Diana and Verna mentioned is start looking within. And with the feeling of everybody being stupid, I was wondering what kind of level of stress and anxiety might be the root cause of that. And when you start looking at that, stress, anxiety, that can have issues with the microbiome. And the first thing I would recommend is start to do something like meditations and staying in the present moment with some mindfulness practices to at least calm that a little bit down. But then from there also look at, do you have maybe some digestive issues like bloating? Because that can show that the microbiome is in an imbalance. And even people who don't really have these issues, the microbiome in the Western world is for most people completely out of whack. So it wouldn't surprise me. And for that, it comes down to improving your microbiome, and that means consuming fermented foods and drinks or supplements. And then the thought goes to sauerkraut, kombucha, yogurt, kefir. There's all sorts of lovely fermented foods and drinks. And they will then increase the diversity of the microbes in your microbiome, which is then how the brain axis plays a part, because the gut-brain axis is that connection where your brain has a pretty direct connection with your gut, and the more that is in balance, the better your brain also works. So there's quite some research in the meantime that shows that an imbalance in the microbiome can cause difficulties in thought processes. So that's my perspective.
Thank you, beautiful. Thank you to each and one of you, as always, for being so open and for having a good laugh together about it, because I feel that not everyone would take on this question, to be honest. But we do not, I'm not going to use the term discriminate, but more likely, we're not going to consider it unworthy. Okay, every question is there for a reason. Even though, yes, probably laughing at it wasn't the best thing from your perspective, once again, I completely respect that. It's your truth, it's your perspective. Ours is different, and I'm certain that there are so many others who see it very, very different. There are as many perspectives as there are people in your life. As simple as that. There is always going to be similarities, and then there is always going to be discrepancies. But you can choose whichever you resonate with the most, whichever fits with where you are now, whichever literally speaks your way of truth, your way of being, your way of you. As simple as that. It's your choice, your decision. It all starts with that. So thank you for being here another Thursdays and another Thursday with us and experiencing the transformation through incredible insights. We are Diana, Verna, and Vikki, and we are incredibly thankful for you showing up and committing to experience this with us and enjoy the process of transformation through healing, growth, and expansion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next Thursday.